Hi everybody, welcome back to my plant life. So the other day I posted my latest pepper harvest on Instagram and someone left a comment asking why is a pepper plant not fruiting even after 3 months. So if you have been nurturing your pepper plant, seeing healthy leaves with a healthy plant but no fruits at all, then this video is for you. So today I'm answering that question with all of the reasons your pepper plant might not be giving you any fruit, including something a lot of people overlook, which is the problem with planting seeds from store-bought peppers. Let's start with the seed itself. So if you've planted the seed from a pepper used in cooking, especially from a store-bought pepper, there is a high chance it was a hybrid, maybe even GMO. It's not new, a lot of home gardeners do this. And this was also me 10 years ago when I had just rescued a pepper plant that changed my life for good. I started with store-bought pepper plants, but in my case, I was lucky. Hybrid seeds, especially F1 hybrids, are bred for specific commercial traits. It could be the size, the color, or even the shelf life, but the seeds from those fruits don't grow through. Meaning you might get a plant with weak genetics or one that simply grows leaves without ever growing any flower, or even when it flowers, it won't give you fruits. So if your plant looks good but refuses to fruit after several months, your seed source might be the issue. The best thing you can do is to plant from open pollinated or heirloom seeds. They are more predictable and give you stronger results. So the next thing we're going to talk about now is fertilizer. If your plant is all leaves and no flowers, or all leaves with flowers that drop but you have lots of flowers but they never fruit, you're probably giving it too much nitrogen. Nitrogen helps with leafy growth, but too much of it will stop your plant from fruiting. It's like feeding energy drinks with no purpose. Fix it by switching to a balanced fertilizer or one with more phosphorus and potassium. In my other videos, which I'm going to put a link in this video in the comment section, I've showed how I made balanced nutrient-rich plant food that you can use for your fruiting plants like peppers, tomatoes. So I've also used bananas, I've used fish bone meal to fertilize my plants, especially the fruiting ones. Right now, what you should be feeding your pepper plant at this stage is potassium and phosphorus rich plant food. The third reason why your pepper plant may not be fruiting is pepper loves sunlight. They need 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every single day. So if your pepper plant is in a partially shaded area, behind a wall or under a tree, it's possible that your plant is not getting enough energy to flower. So what you can do is to relocate your plant. If you've planted in a pot, it's easy to relocate or clear out whatever is blocking the sunlight if you've planted directly in the ground. More sun means more flowers and more fruits. It's as simple as that. Another reason why your pepper plant is not fruiting is sometimes your pepper plant might flower beautifully, but then the flowers drop and no fruit forms. That's a pollination issue. If your plant is in a place with no bees, wind or insects, the flowers aren't getting pollinated. And you can fix this by hand pollinating. Just use your fingers or even tap the flowers gently to move pollen around. It might feel extra, but trust me, it works. Peppers are tropical plants. They like it warm. But if it's too hot, the plant drops its flowers. If it's too cold, it won't even bother to flower at all. If your climate is extreme, you might need to shade the plant during peak heat or warm the soil at night with mulch. Another reason why your pepper plant is not fruiting is every pepper variety is different. Some are quick to fruit in 60 days, others take 100 days or even more, especially bell peppers. If you started your pepper from seed, it might just need more time, especially if it's had a rough start. Be patient, but also observe. If it's growing, it's still working. Sometimes the problem is underground. If your pepper plant looks healthy on the surface, but still won't fruit, you might be dealing with something underneath it. It might be root knot nematodes, stem borers, or other pests like this one. They drain the plant energy from the root, and the plant won't bother flowering when it's fighting to survive. Check the soil and stem for signs of infestation. If needed, replant in a fresh spot or try companion planting with marigold to fight off root pests. Check for other pests like aphids under your pepper leaves. They could also stress your pepper plant, thereby delaying the flowers and also causing them to drop sometimes, and stress could also cause the plant not to fruit. So now that you know some of the reasons why your pepper plant won't fruit, be it the seed type, sunlight, fertilizer, and by fertilizer I don't mean synthetic fertilizer. Anytime I talk about fertilizer on this channel, I'm talking about organic plant food. As you know, we make our own plant food in this garden. And believe it or not, your pepper plant is always talking to you. You just have to pay attention. And by paying attention, I mean you should check up on your plant, observe your plant, and know how they are growing. If you have planted a hybrid seed from store-bought fruit, don't be hard on yourself. It happens to the best of us. Just learn and start with reliable seeds next time. And of course, if you found this video helpful, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know. And to the beautiful lady who asked me on Instagram, thank you for inspiring this video. Before I end this video, transplant this pepper seedling with me. So I'm only going to add fish bone powder to this soil because I added manure and some other things a while ago. So I'm mixing that fish bone powder into the soil before transplanting my pepper seedling. This space is already rich with nitrogen because I used chicken and horse manure over here for a while, so the soil is quite rich. And of course, I'm expecting a bumper harvest with this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.